disregard for the well-being of Madi is simply wrong. Your government is willing to squander billions when it comes to gas plant cancellations, Orange and e-health, but no money for a sick child.
The decision on funding drugs, Mr. Speaker, as you will know, is one that has a process. The Pan-Canadian Alliance, Mr. Speaker, is negotiating. But, Mr. Speaker, we have been obviously pushing behind the scenes. We want to fund Kaleido. There is no question that the government wants to fund Kaleido, Mr. Speaker.
Well, she says it, but she's not going to really have much of an opportunity to actually move ahead with that so-called commitment to fund Kaleido, which is a life-saving drug for my next guest. Madi Vanstone, you probably will recall her, and she's joined by her mother, Beth. Nice to see both of you.
Hi.
All right, Mother Beth, I'm going to start with you. Yesterday, the politics that unfolded in the province of Ontario, lots of billions of dollars for this, that, and the other thing, but none for some of the life-saving drugs that could help Madi. I'm going to talk to Madi soon myself, but how do you respond to that?
It's devastating. They've got money for everything else, like you say, and the people are falling through the cracks, and I don't think that's okay in this country.
No, it's really not. Madi, you're a member of provincial parliament, Jim Wilson. You've gotten a heck of a provincial and civics lesson over the past few months. There's no doubt about that. But you are, to remind our viewers, you suffer from a rare form of cystic fibrosis. There is one medication to the cost of $349,000 a year that could help save your life and keep you living a long, healthy one, so you can go study politics and maybe run this province one day. You went to the legislature again this week. What did you have to say?
I have already said so much all the other times. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to make them listen. Like, we need this, and nothing's really getting done. So.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating thing when adults don't listen to kids, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But I'm curious though. Jim Wilson, who is your provincial member of provincial parliament, he's really brought up this cause in the legislature, and so at least some adults are listening, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
But the people who are at the end of all of it responsible to make the change, they are not budging. They're not moving. Explain to us what it means if you don't get this medication covered.
Well, if I don't get this medication covered, I will most likely go off it, and I will become sick, and I won't feel well, and I won't want to do anything because I won't feel well at all, and I'll be sick again.
Now, you're on this medication right now.
Yeah.
And Beth, how much longer will she be able to stay on it?
Well, we're in a situation now. We have about 4 months in our bank account to cover medication. However, we're looking at a situation where the insurance company has been changed.
Okay.
And it's in review right now, so we may only have up until June insurance coverage. So we're kind of battling it's against time right now.
Do you have? Last time when we spoke, there were some fundraisers, and there's a lot of generous people that want to help you all out. How is that going?
We have a fabulous community, and people all across Ontario and Canada have been helping us out. So it's still going well. People are still talking and wanting to help. But I think it's time that the government steps up and does what it needs to do. 15 other countries have funded this medication. They think people are worth it. I don't know why, Ontario doesn't.
Yeah, I don't understand that why. And it's a rare form of CF as we have discussed. Madi, we are going to have a provincial election now. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay. So now all the politicians are going to be running all over the province, begging for votes, making all sorts of very expensive promises and commitments that they usually can't afford to make. They're going to knock on your door, and they're going to talk to your friends' parents. What do you want them to tell that politician that comes knocking?
Well, I just want them to know how important this is, and it's up to them, but we need this now, and we can't wait and we need to make the decision.
What are the doctors telling you, Beth? I mean, if you're talking of literally like months away here from a change in your finances and the medication that you can afford to pay for, what does Maddie's doctor say?
Well, right now, Maddie's actually negative for cystic fibrosis because of the medication. It's not
Okay.
attacking her body right now. Her health will decline once she's off it and the disease is able to come back. So it's just a slippery slope from there on.
Is there a website? How can we help? What can we do to get more of this message out there, other than, of course, bringing you on TV? But there's got to be a way for people to get engaged.
There is youcaring.com. Maddie's Meds, I believe, is called. There's money can go in there to help her with the medication. And I think people just raising the issue to their MPPs and letting them know this is important for. There's other drugs as well. You know, this is just our situation. There's a lot that are similar, and people should come first.
All right, we'll make sure we tweet out a link and put it on our website. I want to thank both of you for coming. Continued best of luck with this ongoing fight, and one that we all hope you win. Thanks very much.
you.
Thank you.
That is it.